I forecast that Trump is going to take the second part of our action plan for Occupy Peace. It's a 4-point action plan. Number one, honor the founding fathers, bring home the troops, no foreign entanglements, secure the homeland. Number two, put the troops to work rebuilding our rotted infrastructure. The Troops Progress Administration, the TPA, the 2.0 version of the Works Progress Administration of the Great Depression. The third element, by the way, is to force Congress to vote to go to war anytime we go into foreign countries, which they have violated the Constitution and have not done since, let's see, World War II. And then finally, a referendum on each state ballot where we, the people, will tell Congress how to vote. Because we're the ones that pay for the war with our money and our lives. Well, it's not actually Alex Jones, it's the Alex Jones Show. Sitting in for Alex today, it's a real honor. This is Gerald Celente, live from uptown Kingston, New York, where the seeds of democracy were sown. That's right. Right over here, the Four Corners, the only place in the USA with 3 pre-Revolutionary War stone buildings on each corner. The 1750, 1691, 1774, and a 1763. Actually, the foundation of the 1763 one goes back to pre-1700s. That was burnt down. The British burnt down the joint back in 1777. That's when they moved this from the first capital of New York State. They moved it up to Albany after the British burnt it down. So the seeds of democracy was sown here, so I'm honored to be on with Alex Jones because I am a true American. I'm an American firster at all levels. When you talk about trade and tariffs, I'm all for them. I want a made-in-America country. Yeah, I want to buy, some nice prosciutto from Italy or some fine wine from France. Luxury items, sure, why not? But how about a country that now imports 97% of its shoes and clothing from foreign nations made by slave labor so multinationals can make more money? I believe in a self-sustaining economy. I believe we have everything we need to make it here and to make it ourselves. I remember as a young man when there were places that used to make shoes and shirts, mills. I remember the garment district down in New York. My picture of my Aunt Zidzi over there from my book, What Zidzi Gave Honey Boy. So rest in peace. She used to do piecework at a garment factory. And she used to tell me how her hands are really, really quick. And they got paid by the number of pieces. And then after she did enough, then she'd go over down to Times Square and listen to Benny Goodman back in the big band days. And I want to mention that as well because it has a lot to do with it. Think of it. The big band era, the 1930s, the Great Depression, America's down and out, man. Whew. The Great Recession, forget about it. You take a look at the Great Depression, now we're really talking misery. And look at the old photos of people, all dressed to the nines, right? And the music is swinging. It's happy days are here again, Leave your troubles by the doorstep and go to the sunny side of the street. One song uplifting after another. What was different about then and now? Well, a lot of things, but one big thing goes back to the story that I showed you. In Afghanistan, U.S. sees signs of peace. Peace. There was no war going on in the 1930s in America. You weren't involved in anything. You can't have joy and beauty and creativity at high levels if there's fear and terror running constantly. I was on InfoWars site earlier today, and I saw how the little freaks at the TSA that love to feel you up and pat you down, old ladies, little kids, yeah, you don't know if they got a thing in there that's gonna blow the plane up. Grow up. What are you doing? And now we're finding out that they take us randomly and to see who we are, what we're doing, where we're traveling. Fear and terror everywhere. How can you have creativity? You can't. And that's why you don't have it, man. It's just one bad rap. It's gone. That's why I'm a proponent for peace. OccupyPeace.com. And what we're going to be doing in the future is launching Occupy Peace festivals, music, arts, crafts, vendors. That's our vision, to restore peace with prosperity, going back to this story. Again, you're hearing it first on InfoWars. We saved it for you. Trump is going to bring peace in Afghanistan. He did not want to bring in 4,000 more troops, according to the reports, but he did. And you should remember during his campaign, he said he wanted to end the Afghan war. Think about it. The United States spent more money rebuilding the bombed out Afghan infrastructure that we the people paid for to get bombed out, that we the people also paid the military industrial complex to repair. We spent more money when adjusted for inflation rebuilding Afghanistan than we did with the Marshall Plan after World War II. So, I forecast that Trump is going to take the second part of our action plan for Occupy Peace. It's a 4-point action plan. Number one, honor the founding fathers, bring home the troops, no foreign entanglements, secure the homeland. Number two, put the troops to work rebuilding our rotted infrastructure. The Troops Progress Administration, the TPA, the 2.0 version of the Works Progress Administration of the Great Depression. The third element, by the way, is to force Congress to vote to go to war anytime we go into foreign countries, which they have violated the Constitution and have not done since, let's see, World War II. And then finally, a referendum on each state ballot where we, the people, will tell Congress how to vote. Because we're the ones that pay for the war with our money and our lives. Oh, and by the way, on August 18th, I'll be down in Washington, D.C., and I have the great honor and great privilege of being one of the speakers at Ron Paul's conference coming up on August 18th in Washington, D.C., so please, if you could make it, come on down. And we're going to talk about the media, how it's controlled, how they sell war, and about freedom, peace, and prosperity. Because, you know, as an older cat that's been around a while, I like to check out creating peace. That's my vision for the future. So going back to what Trump is doing in Afghanistan, we believe he's going to do the same thing in Syria. We believe they're going to do the same thing with South Korea, bringing home the troops, one country after another, and giving the troops real skills they can use after they leave the service, rather than waging wars by rebuilding our infrastructure and bringing it into the 21st century. And again, if you want peace and prosperity as well, and truth and freedom, do what you can to support InfoWars. Put your money where your mind is. Buy their products. They have a great special that's being offered right now. They're introducing a powerful line of fish oils from InfoWars Life, 25% off each bottle, 40% off the combo. Ultimate Fish Oil, Ultimate Krill Oil, and Honor Roll, all 40% off. They have the combo available for all those that want to try it. So again, it's all tied together. High products of quality, high endeavors for life. You know what the slogan of Occupy Peace is? Liberty, love, joy, and beauty join the evolution. Let's all rise higher. And we believe that's going to start to happen very shortly with the troops coming home and rebuilding America. We'll be back in a little bit. Stay tuned.
You know, someone very profoundly once said many years ago that if fascism ever comes to America, it'll come in the name of liberalism.
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
Survival Shield X2 Nascent Iodine. If you're interested in healthy thyroid, if you're interested in well-being, if you're interested in having a higher IQ, which this has been linked to, get your powerful Survival Shield X2 at InfoWarsStore.com.